Hello, my name is Michael, and today I would like to talk about a societal trend among our youth, vaping. Do you enjoy inhaling formaldehyde and other toxic chemicals? If so, you might want to start vaping with your teenager. Vaping has become a huge trend among youth as early as middle school. Many of his parents have not heard of the terms Juul, e-hookah, and mods. However, if you are currently raising a teenager, you might want to listen to what I'm about to say. So what is vaping? According to the Center of Addiction, vaping is the act of inhaling and exhaling an aerosol, which contains small particles and is often mistaken for water vapor. Vapes come in many different shapes and sizes, some resembling pens, cigarettes, and USB flash drives. They often contain a battery, mouthpiece, a heating element, and a pod or a cartridge that contains juice or is often called e-juice. This juice is then heated to a specific temperature to produce an aerosol, which is then inhaled and exhaled by its user. Currently, there are many different shapes and styles of vapes on the market today, some more appealing than others, such as e-cigarettes, often called Cigalicks or minis, vape pens or mid-size e-hookahs, mechanical modified nicotine delivery systems, or often called mods, electronic e-hookah, and the most common among teenagers, the Juul. And here is a Juul pod or cartridge. Vapes do not contain tobacco. However, according to the Center of Addiction, they contain other chemicals such as propylene glycol or vegetable glycerin-based liquid with nicotine, flavoring, and other chemicals or metals. These vapes can sometimes contain different chemicals, some more harmful such as formaldehyde, THC, flakka, and other high levels of nicotine. Vaping or e-cigarettes came out in 2007 as an alternative to smoking. However, since then, it has become a societal trend among our youth today. Did you know, according to an article by ASAP Science in 2018, it has been reported that teens in grades 6 through 12 has shown a 16% increase over the past 3 years for continued use? This is partially due to the high levels of nicotine that can be found in certain vapes. Of these different vapes, according to the Center of Addiction, Juul has a 72% of the current market share, which are common among youth because they are easy to hide and often resemble a USB flash drive. A single Juul pod can contain as much nicotine in it as a whole pack of cigarettes. According to the Center of Addiction, half of teenagers say their first tobacco product they used was a vape, and 1 in 6 teenagers in high school used an e-cigarette over the past 30 days. Some other outside factors that can influence teens are the way e-cigarettes are promoted, their price, the different flavors, their styles, visibility, the accessibility, and the perception of being safer. As a parent, we need to stay informed about what our children are doing and the long-term consequences of those choices. Vaping has been proven to cause brain damage, nerve damage, popcorn lung, respiratory and heart disease, and is extremely addicting. As parents, if you have a teenager who has smoked previously to vaping, as an alternative, there are vapes out there with little or no nicotine that can break that addiction. If your teenager is thinking of vaping or has tried, talk to them about the negative short-term and long-term effects that it could have on their body. In conclusion, vaping was initially designed as a healthier alternative to smoking to break that addiction to cigarettes. However, over time, it has progressed to a new market addiction among youth who have never thought about smoking because of its high levels of nicotine. If you have a teenager who is addicted to vaping, do your research. and find a vape to wean them off that addiction. If you have a teen who is thinking about trying it or has tried it in the past, talk to them about the long-term and short-term effects of vaping. As a parent, we must stay informed with what is going on in our children's lives so that they can have a healthier and bright future.